Hi, and welcome to week 1 of your training program. So I wanted to provide some videos to give you a little bit of help and just show you a few examples of how simple training can be. So on week 1, some of the bonding and response that we get back from our dogs is going to involve just getting them to sit, stay and just wait for us. So this is really handy when you're running your dog because you might need them just to sit and stay while you do a shoelace or anything else like that. Now I am going to be mugged slightly because both of mine are going to want to try and take my treats out of my hand because they're all in here. So very, very simple. I'm going to be working 2 dogs at the same time, which ideally you shouldn't be doing. So try not to do that too much if you can help it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to call my dog, sit, yes. Okay, come here. Sit, yes. And that's all you're doing. It's just a very simple sit and wait. So wait, yes. So introducing the wait can be a really nice, easy way of just kind of getting your dog to learn a bit of patience and a bit of self-restraint, which he's really struggling with because he's just over 12 months, so his brain's a little bit much. Yes. Come here. Sit. Yes. So again, as soon as he does that sit, he gets his reward. Wait. Yes. And I just dropped one, but there we go. So that's your sit and your wait. So the sit and the stay, what you want to try and do is get your dog to stay so you can walk away and come back. So on a trail, you might be doing a shoelace up, you might have dropped a phone, and that's happened before to me. I've been running and my zip's come undone and I've lost my phone. So I'm going to use B, who's right here in front of me. So Bella, stay. I'm going to take, stay. I'm going to take a couple of steps back. Good. I'm going to go forward. Yes. And all I want is her just to stay in that spot. Stay. Yes. And what you can start to do is to make it a bit more complicated, so you can build up that duration. Okay, so this time I'm going to go a little bit longer. Stay. Yes. And so each time when you're doing this with your dog, you can increase and decrease the amount of time they're waiting, so that helps to build them up and they don't really know how long you're going to be. Stay. I'm going to do my shoe. Yes. So that's all we're doing. Good girl. Excellent. Good job. So that's a nice simple one for you. Let's see if the puppy will do it. Sit. Stay. Yes. And all I'm doing is I'm just giving him the opportunity to get it right. Stay. Yes. Good girl. She gets the treat because she's doing a good job. He knows he's done a good job, so now he's got to jump. Wait. Yes. So again, we just keep it nice and simple. Stay. I'm moving away. Yes. And then I'm coming back to him. So you just build up that little bit of duration of how long you get them to sit and stay, and obviously how long you kind of do that can vary, which is really, really helpful. As your dog gets better, so B here is a little bit better than puppy brain behind me. Bella, stay, sit, stay. So I'm out, sit, stay. All I'm going to do is I'm going to bend down. No, I'm not going to treat. Stay. I'm going to check my trainer. I'm going to fiddle with my lace. Yes, and then I'm going to go back to her. And she shuffled forward a bit, but that's partly because we've not done this a huge amount. So this is the first time I've asked her to do it where I've been in the house and fiddled. So that's quite a nice one. And then the final thing is introducing the target touch, which is just where you want them to touch your hand. So to start with, you can actually put a treat in your hand and just get them to touch and then release. These guys know it, so I'm just going to show you quickly. If I was teaching from scratch, so I'm going to use B here, I would just do that. She touches, good. And I just give her a reward. So again, yes. And all you do is you offer your dog the hand to sniff, and they'll naturally kind of want to sniff it. So Hugo's more of an example. Yes. So once he's done it a few times, yes. He gets a nice reward, and suddenly you'll see he gets quicker. Yes. Okay, good. So then we introduce the command touch, which is what Bella here knows. So Bella, touch. Yes. Good girl. Hugo, touch. Yes. So I'm going to move the treats. Touch. Yes. And that's all you're doing, just getting them to do that. Touch. Yes. And then once once you kind of get a bit fancy, the extension to that, and again, don't do this on the first day, these guys have done this for quite a while, but you can kind of change where your hand is. So you just go, touch, yes, and just move it. So touch, yes. So you just change where it is, touch, yes. Okay, so you're building that little bit of focus on it. Good. Touch, yes. So again, we just make it fun for the puppy so that he enjoys himself. Touch, yes. Okay, and you can build it up. So all I want you to think about really, I mean, it's 5 minutes this video, a little bit of touch, have a little go, a little bit of sit, yes. Stay, move away, and come back in, yes. Okay, and we're just encouraging that dog just to stay, because if you've got to untangle a line or you've got to pick something up, you really want to have that bit of control. So that's kind of your first series of a little bit of bonding, just to get them to respond to you and be paying attention. And the very last thing that you can do is your eye contact. So your eye contact is getting the dog to look at you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the treat, and again, these know this, we've done it before, but step one, I get my treat and I just put it by my eyes, yes. I'm going to do the same again, yes. This time I'm going to wait, yes. Every time he looks at me, he gets a little treat. Yes. And then once he's got it, I introduce the words. So my words are watch me. So I'm just going to get him to look and look at me. So ready? Watch me. Yes. And over time, I'm going to get him to build up the time I expect him to do it. So now he's watching me already, as you can see. Yes. Going to reward him. Watch me. So he's ignoring me. Yes. And he gets the treat. So what we then do is if your dog breaks, yes. If your dog breaks that focus, yes, then what you do is you reward really quickly in sequence, and then that should build them up again. So have a try with that. So that is touch, watch me, sit, and also stay. Remember, stay is do not move. I'm coming back to you. Okay, so just bear that in mind. But I hope you enjoyed that one. Good luck, and share some videos of your training.